Okay, so I want to show you guys my Bailey Syrian palette. I love it. And it's very grungy and very dark. So I want to do a look with you guys today. So look at those colors. I absolutely love this. It is a grungy girl's dream. But I feel like this color is kind of deceiving. But I want to show you how to make it close to this blue without it going too dark and like too grungy for the look that you're wanting to go for. I am a super fan of greens and yellows like this. You think they wouldn't necessarily go with these colors, but they do. So yeah, I'm going to show you a smoky, fun, almost 70s style look with this that I did one day at work, and I didn't expect to get a lot of compliments on it, and I got more compliments than I usually do with my eyeshadows. So yeah, let's get started. So I already did my makeup, my face makeup for another video. And so I'm going to do this a little different because it does have a lot of fallout to it. I am using the Melt Cosmetics Precision Eyebrow Pen. And I have tried a few eyebrow pens and I haven't been happy with them. And I love this one. It looks so much like hair. I definitely overplucked the front of my brows in high school too much. I did a lot of overplucking in general. It was the early 2000s. But luckily a lot of them grew back and I get them laminated. So I'm going to add that little extra in the front because it's going to help that smoky eye look a little better. I have a chickenpox scar right here, and this helps kind of add that hair where it's not going to go because of the scar. And you want it to be fluffy. You want it to be almost messy looking because that's how the hair is. But I am going to add some out here. To give a little shape, but nothing too crazy. It's going to be a lot of melt products for my eyes today and like a little bit of my face because I did their Black Friday deal and I have a ton from them and it's really good. Starting with my contour shade in my eye socket because I want it to start the smokiness. The Bailey palette is all darks. Even that one that looks light is pretty dark on me, and I'm going to use it so you're going to be able to see it. So I just want to kind of map it out, give that smoothness to it. So I like to go ahead and use a big fluffy brush. This one's from Zueva. I actually got it at TJ Maxx. Or no, yes, TJ Maxx. And it's just going to start that really smoky grunge feel without it going way too dark at first because I want that blend up. Like I want a little bit of highlight to show here, but I don't want it to give that like chunk, that really dark, not blended look to it. I'm gonna take a little under my eye. The good thing about grungy makeup is it's not perfect, so I'm not trying to be super perfect with it. If it gives me a tiny bit of a like dark circle under my eye, I'm gonna go with it. I just don't want it to look like eyeshadow just sitting under my eye. So I'm going in with Arsenic first, and look at how much darker that is than my skin tone, and it's giving that nice like burnt yellow feel to it. I'm going to use the same brush because I still want it super blown out with this one. I'm probably using 3 different blending brushes for this eye look because they're so pigmented that I don't want it to get away from me. Then I'm switching over to this green, and it looks really intimidating because it looks like it's going to be really light, but it is actually going to give the smokiness. It's really going to start it. Getting in there. Using a more tight, almost medium fluffy blending brush to keep it a little bit more precise of where I want it to go. I am going to use my powder puff since I already put everything on and set with powder. If you don't grab a ton of this at once, it's going to be a lot easier to not get that fallout. This reminds me so much of those like 70s velvet couches with the floral on it that I know my grandma had. I don't know about yours, but I love that color. You're gonna place it where you want the color to be the most intense first. So that's why I'm going in with the corners of my eyes. So I'm going in with the inner corner, grab more, and place the outer corner. So see how this is still fluffy and it's still blending it nicely, but it's not going all the way out with the other ones because this is a tighter brush. Let's do a little swoop, 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 little windshield wiper motion. And wherever I put it on that side, I'm gonna flip it over so the color is closest to my eyeball. And I'm just gonna give a good smoky like swoop with it. Now I'm going in with a very tiny blending brush. Going in with this Sarin color, Sarin. And I'm just gonna grab a tiny bit of this. This is very pigmented. And I'm gonna take that at the very corner. Look how it's like a burgundy, but almost black. I'm just gonna take that on the outer corners. Really changes up the look. It steps it up to a really grungy feel. You see why I'm using such a tiny brush, because I want it blended, but I don't want it blended out too much. I'm not gonna do the like windshield wiper motion because I like that I can see a little bit of the green through there, up in the inner corner a little more. But I'm not adding any more color. Like I just took whatever's left over and throwing through. So I'm taking Half Magic and We Are Aliens, turn it over so it's closest to my eyeball, and just really go under there. And it gives that nice olive look to it with the one that I just put on under it. Like I don't want those colors to blend through because I really want it to look fun and 70s and grungy. Since I know this is gonna fall down a little bit, I'm gonna use this guy. Just go back through and add that deeper color on top. And look how it grabbed that color to like its full olive green. I absolutely love that. And then I like that I brought it up just a little here. So going back through. Trying this half up, half down thing with my hair, and it just was not it for me. What's my secret to getting that blue? A white concealer. I'm just going to take the teeny tiniest bit of this, add it to my hand, boop. Take a little bit, like this stuff is full coverage. And then add the white in the center of my eye. I don't want to go up too far because I don't want to take away from that green. And I don't want to go too far in either, so I'm kind of taking the white and like blending it back in. It's going to help that blue color really shine its true colors. Finally going in with Kerosene. The white is really going to pick up the baby, almost cornflower blue, that smoky cornflower blue. To me, this is what really makes it that 70s look. And I'm definitely patting rather than like smudging because I want the intensity of that color. Look at that brightness, that like pop that it has, and look at the contrast with the green and the blue, and then you get that little bit of the smokiness from that cranberry color. This is such a fun eyeshadow look. And don't be too afraid of getting the blue close to like the green and the burgundy at the moment, because we can add back in there because those are a little bit darker colors. I just don't want to bring it all the way up to where the yellow is. I'm going to take that medium blending brush with the green and then just blend out those edges because I do not want the blue to mix too hard with the yellow because it has a little bit of that orange base to it. It will just turn like a muddy brown. I'm going in with that dark color again. so that way it gives that pop. Another really good addition was the olive slick waterline pencil from Melt, and this just gives that yellow kind of feel. It gives that grungy yellow, almost brightness though, in the waterline. So it just kind of like pulls it together but doesn't deepen it too much, so it's smoky, grungy, but still has a lot of colorfulness to it. So yeah, look at this side compared to this side, it's giving that extra pop. I'm not gonna add any eyeliner on the top because I want that color to pop through with my favorite smoky eye mascara, and I'm gonna use a primer, and then this just really thickens it up. I don't care about having kind of clumpy lashes with a smoky eye because to me it gives that vibe, like that like careless kind of feel to it. So I'm just gonna add my mascara, and you guys have seen me do this 1,000 times, so I am going to just go ahead and fast forward through this part. So here's the final look. I love this look, not typically something I would usually do, but I think it's something I'm going to do more of. Just threw a kind of warm nude lip on to where it was still dark without going too dark. I definitely had to add more bronzer and blush to give that little extra color. I don't like to look super pale with super dark eyes. I feel like a Victorian ghost. It's not cute to me. So yeah, this is the look. I got tons of compliments on it, and I love how bright the blue is, but also how sultry and smoky it is at the same time. So I would have to say go Bailey Sarian for this palette. She said she made it for the colors that she didn't have in her collection, and I definitely don't have anything like this. The first look I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna do more smoky, more glitter. I got her glitters and her eye gels, and they're gorgeous. I can't stop using them. So yeah, check it out. This is on Melt Cosmetics. My girl Bailey. I love Bailey Sarian. I love murder mysteries, and I love makeup. So 2 and 2 together, it's gonna do it. And I mean, I love Bailey. Who doesn't? We've already had this discussion already. So yeah, check this out. Let me know what you want to see from this palette and what colors you're curious about. All right, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.